Okay, so let's unpack this. We're diving into a higher education spot that, well, it consistently surprises people, doesn't it? Students, parents.
Yeah.
You think Europe, you think big price tags.
Right. Especially for world-class quality.
Exactly. But what if, you could study at one of the oldest universities, like Bologna, and the yearly tuition? It's like less
Mm.
than a decent laptop.
Yeah, that place is Italy. And today, look, our mission is really to cut through all the noise, give you the essential blueprint if you're thinking about Italy for 2025.
Okay.
We need to focus on what makes it competitive, the real costs, not just that headline tuition number, and critically, the admin side, the hurdles.
The infamous Italian red tape we hear about.
That's the one. Famous, sometimes frustrating, but navigable if you know how.
So this surge in interest, it's not random. It's built on like three core appeals we keep seeing. First, you said it, high quality. These aren't new institutions. They practically invented the university system.
Absolutely foundational. And second, the low cost. It is genuinely shocking compared to the US, UK, Australia. It's a different ballpark.
And third, the vibe, right? The culture and lifestyle. It's education beyond the lecture hall.
Totally. It's soaking up history in Rome, the art scene, the food. I mean, the perfect espresso in Milan. It's this incredibly rich environment, flavor, art, experience. It's all part of the package.
Right. And crucially, it's not like you're trading quality for that low cost. These degrees, they hold weight globally. And the big change now is how many programs are taught in English.
Yes, that's been a huge shift across really high-demand fields, too. Business, engineering, design, medicine.
So where should people be looking? Which universities really stand out?
Well, it depends on the field, naturally. But for technical subjects, engineering, architecture, design, the name that consistently comes up top is Politecnico di Milano.
Yeah. Heard a lot about
They're
them.
like global top 20 in those areas.
Yeah.
Very practical, very hands-on focus, world-renowned for design especially.
Okay, and I saw something specific for car enthusiasts, like automotive engineering.
Yeah, good point. For that specific niche, you really want to look at Politecnico di Torino. It's right there in the industrial heartland.
Makes sense. Strong industry connections.
Exactly. Direct links to where it all happens, design, manufacturing, great for mechanical and automotive engineering.
What about other fields? Research, medicine.
For a broader research focus,
Yeah.
medical programs,
Yeah.
Padua University is a heavyweight. Super old, one of Europe's original research powerhouses. Very respected.
And humanities, law.
Then you probably look towards Rome. Sapienza University of Rome is huge, offers something like over 50 programs just in English. Great for humanities, law, social sciences.
Okay, so mapping this back to what students, maybe particularly from India, are looking for. Engineering is huge, right? Civil, mechanical, electrical.
Massive draw. Those technical schools have a stellar reputation, but also don't underestimate design and architecture.
Because it's Italy.
Exactly. It's the global center. The programs there really emphasize creativity, sustainability, but also that deep history, rooted back in the Renaissance. It's unique.
And medicine. You mentioned that too. Affordability must be a big factor there.
It's a game changer. Affordable, English-taught medical programs, and crucially, they're recognized by the WHO and the NMC, the National Medical Commission.
That's vital for Indian students wanting to practice back home or elsewhere.
Absolutely vital. It makes Italy a really high-quality, viable option without that, frankly, crippling debt often associated with medical school.
Okay, let's drill down on those costs. That 1,000 tuition, it sounds amazing, but is it like the real number? Or are you just swapping low tuition for sky-high rent in Milan or Rome?
That's the $1 million. Well, maybe the 10,000 question.
Right.
So that 1,000 to 4,000 range, that's mostly for public universities. And it's not flat. It works on a sliding scale.
How so?
It's based on your family's economic situation. It means test you, basically. You provide proof of income, and if it's modest, you pay less, closer to that €1,000 mark.
Okay. So proof is key there. But still, the overall living cost. What's a realistic yearly budget all in? Tuition, rent, food, everything.
When you bundle it all together, the data suggests somewhere between 8,000 and 15,000 euros per year.
That's a big range. What drives it?
Location, location, location. Primarily rent and utilities.
Yeah.
That's the big chunk, maybe 6,000 to 10,000 euro a year right there.
So Milan, Rome, Bologna.
Yeah.
You're pushing the top end, 15,000.
Pretty much. But smaller university towns, Padua, Turin, you can live quite comfortably towards the lower end of that range. Significant savings.
Which brings us straight to scholarships. If you want to bring that total cost down, you have to get funding.
You really do. Treat it like part of the application project itself. They are competitive, no doubt, but there are quite a few avenues.
What are the main types?
We found three main categories to target. First, government schemes. The big one is invest your talent in Italy. It's great for postgrads, covers tuition, and gives you a monthly stipend.
Nice. Covers living costs, too.
Yeah. Then you got institutional scholarships. These are specific to the university, like merit scholarships from Polimi, based on academic achievement, not just need.
Okay, merit-based.
And third, don't forget the European mobility programs, Erasmus plus Polymere. People think of it for exchange semesters, but it can support longer study periods too, covering tuition and contributing to living costs across different countries.
Well, the main takeaway seems to be apply early.
Apply early, apply aggressively. Deadlines are strict, quotas fill up. It definitely favors those who are prepared well in advance.
Okay, so we've got the appeal. High quality, low cost. We know where to look. But getting in, getting the visa, this is where the admin project kicks in, right? The red tape.
Exactly. Accessing that value definitely comes with, let's call it an administrative price. It's about paperwork, timing, meticulous detail.
So how do you break it down? What are the steps?
We can simplify it into about 5 critical stages. Steps 1 to 3 are mostly academic. Find your English taught program. Apply online, usually through the Una portal or the Central Uni Italia platform.
In Italia, okay.
And then get that conditional offer letter. That's your golden ticket for the next stage.
Which is the visa. Step 4.
Step 4. Applying for the Type D student visa. You do this at the Italian VFS Center in your home country. VFS handles the paperwork submission.
And that needs proof of funds, insurance, a place to live.
All of that. Proof of sufficient funds is non-negotiable. Health insurance confirmation. Proof of accommodation in Italy. Solid documentation.
Okay, seems standard enough. But you mentioned a catch, something people miss.
Yes. Step 5. This is absolutely critical and trips people up constantly. The Type D visa gets you into Italy. It doesn't let you stay legally long-term.
What does?
Your permit of stay. The permesso di soggiorno. And here's the kicker.
Yeah.
You must apply for this within 8 days of arriving in Italy.
8 days. Wow. Okay, land, deal with jet lag, find the right office, navigate Italian bureaucracy, all in just over a week.
Yep. It's intense. That's why you need to treat this whole sequence like a project plan. Research the permesso process before you even leave home.
Makes sense. So timing overall.
Yeah.
When should students start this whole process?
The consensus is clear. Start researching and picking programs 9 to 12 months before you actually want to start studying. Gives you buffer for everything.
And documents. Anything specific?
Yes. Make sure your educational certificates, transcripts, all that. They need an apostille.
Apostille, that's the
Yeah.
international legalization stamp.
Exactly. It confirms the document's authenticity for use abroad. Don't submit anything without it. It causes major delays or rejections.
Speaking of rejections, what are the most common pitfalls? Why do applications get denied or delayed?
Number 1 issue, insufficient proof of funds. Number 2, problems with the accommodation proof. Number 3, missing pre-enrollment confirmation from the university. They need ironclad evidence you're a genuine student who can support themselves.
Right. And language. Even if the course is in English, should you learn some Italian?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Our analysis really highlighted this. Even just basic Italian, maybe 3 months of focused study beforehand makes a huge difference.
For daily life, navigating the permesso.
All of the above. Daily interactions, dealing with landlords, navigating bureaucracy, even finding part-time work. It massively reduces stress and helps you actually, integrate and enjoy the experience. It's a worthwhile investment.
Okay, so you've jumped through the hoops, got the permesso di soggiornos, you're settled in. What's student life like? Can you work part-time?
Yes, you can. International students are allowed to work up to 20 hours per week during the academic term.
What kind of jobs typically?
Usually flexible things that fit around studies. Tutoring, working in cafes or restaurants, campus jobs, that sort of thing. It definitely helps with those living costs we talked about.
And after graduation, what are the prospects? Can you stay and work?
Yes, and this is a key advantage. Graduates can get a job search permit that lasts for 6 to 12 months.
Oh, interesting. So time to actually find a relevant job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you secure a job within that time, that permit can be converted directly into a proper work permit. That's a really valuable pathway compared to some other countries.
Which fields are hiring? Where's the demand?
It really mirrors Italy's strengths.
Hmm.
IT and engineering are always strong, thanks to the technical universities. Style and design, obviously fashion, furniture, industrial design.
Makes sense. Italy's brand.
Right. Finance and business, especially in Milan, which is the financial hub. And also healthcare and biotechnology are growing sectors.
Now, you mentioned something earlier. an India connection. That sounds really promising.
Yes, this was a fascinating finding. There are over 600 Italian companies with significant operations in India.
600. Wow.
Yeah, and these companies actively look to recruit Indian students who've graduated from Italian universities.
Why specifically them?
Because those graduates have the perfect mix. The technical skills from a good Italian university, an understanding of Italian work culture, often some language skills, and the Indian context. It's a unique and valuable profile.
So that creates a direct career path back home, potentially.
Or within the company globally,
Mm.
especially in sectors like automotive, luxury goods, machinery, infrastructure. It's a real return on investment for students who navigate the system successfully.
And just day-to-day life, beyond study and work.
Culturally, it's incredibly immersive. You've got easy, affordable train travel all over Italy and Europe. The food is amazing, varied, and often quite cheap if you eat like a local.
Pizza and pasta every day.
Huh. Well, maybe not every day. There's so much regional variety. And importantly for student comfort, especially coming from India, there are established Indian communities in major cities. You can find Indian grocery stores, restaurants. It helps with the transition.
So it's a blend, academic challenge, but also deep cultural immersion and a supportive environment.
Precisely, that's the full picture.
Okay, so wrapping this up. Italy in 2025. It's this compelling package, isn't it? Low costs, genuinely world-class universities with deep history, and they're increasingly welcoming international students.
Absolutely. The value proposition is strong, especially in fields like engineering, design, architecture, even medicine now. It offers a European degree without the typical European price tag.
And it's a big, but you absolutely must tackle the admin side like a serious project. The application, the visa, and particularly that permesso di soggiorno sprint after arrival.
Couldn't stress that enough.
Yeah.
Diligence is key.
Yeah.
And for reliable information, stick to the official sources first.
Like,
Universal, that's the official government portal. The websites of the Italian consulates in your country. The university's own official admission pages. Those are your primary sources.
and if you're looking at student forums or groups,
Be critical. Look for advice that provides screenshots of official forms, links directly back to those government or university sites. If it's just hearsay with no official backup, be wary. Trustworthy groups exist, but verify the info.
right. So we leave you, the listener, with maybe a final thought to chew on. Italy clearly offers this amazing low-cost route to European education, plus an incredible culture. But your actual job prospects afterward, especially as a non-EU citizen, often really hinge on what you study and where you study it.
That's the crucial calculation. You need to ask yourself, is navigating the Permesso challenge, that initial bureaucratic intensity, worth the trade-off? Worth it for a degree recognized across Europe? Worth it for access to Italy's powerhouse industries like design and engineering? Especially considering that network of Italian companies operating back home in India.
So it's about aligning your choice of city and program directly with your career goals. Milan if you want high fashion or finance, maybe Turin for automotive, Padua for deep research.
Exactly. Match the location's strengths to your ultimate objective. Do that, plan meticulously for the admin, and Italy could be an absolutely transformative experience.